Alright, so basically, the reason that Ice Galt is the worst hero in the entire Kingdom Rush franchise is due to the fact that basically he. Oh, guys, I am so sorry. I grabbed the wrong script. Ugh, I am terribly, terribly sorry. Let's get back to the regularly scheduled programming. Alright, now, what you have to remember about Wilbur from Origins is the fact that he. Oh, come on, man! This is supposed to be the different script. Okay, looks like third time is the charm. Basically, at one point or another, most small boys dream of being a medieval soldier in shining armor, wielding a sword, carrying a shield, and riding a noble steed during their childhood days. However, as there is both good and evil in the world, there also exists righteous and corrupted warriors. In today's episode, we dive into the mysterious and enthralling tale that involves, you guessed it, the Dark Knights. Let's get started. Knights are expected to follow a code of honor. This includes loyalty, trust, respect, and being willing to lay down their life for the weak if need be, among other things. They are also fiercely protective of the nobility. In fact, serving the nobility is how they train and grow to become knighted in the first place. As per usual, I investigated the origins of this enemy's name to see what I could find in terms of lore and stories. What I did discover was quite interesting. The first reference of Dark Knights comes from Arthurian tales, which are built upon the fictitious world of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. The most prevalent examples of this are Sir Morian and Sir Asher. Sir Asher was of a particular interest to me, because he was an assassin against oppressive nobility. Yet he was also very fair, investigating the claims about the person he was ordered to kill before actually attempting to kill him. The first query to be addressed is how the Dark Knights came to be. There are a number of theories as to how they came under Vesnan's control at first. The first of these theories is something I call Number 1, coup d'etat or rebellion. At this time, King Dennis has grown far more lazy and physically less imposing than his former self in Origins. His kingdom lives in relative squalor, excepting the nobility and upper class that inhabit the cities of Lozagon and the citadel around King Dennis's castle. Obviously, the king does need a large force to patrol his territory's borders, but perhaps the Dark Knights are the result of an unruly band of traitors who decided to defect to Vesnan in the hopes of there being a significant transformation of Lineria, one which results in their having a larger share of power. The second theory is that Vesnan simply persuaded them to join him through the promises of loot, power, and land, corrupting them through greed. As I've stated before on multiple occasions, Vesnan is a powerful sorcerer and can perform feats far beyond mortal comprehension. However, given their strong supposed loyalty to the king, and given how many paladins from the Holy Order Knights and the Paragons that stuck with him, I believe this theory to be highly suspect. While it's possible that they came exclusively from defected or brainwashed troops in Lineria, I'm also beginning to think otherwise. There's a number of territories that may have previously been inhabitable that the Dark Knights originated from. Valardul includes the rotten and fungal forests, and I can't imagine that there was never any greenery, and that the land in the realm of Valardul was once thriving. Rivers of lava may have once held water, and scorched earth and hills of magma rock may once have been the sites of luscious and prosperous farmlands. The sky may have once been clear and blue, but for reasons unknown, the land of Valardul has fallen into darkness, as the Dark Knights have fallen into corruption. There's also the ruins of Akaroth, which seem to be the remains of some sort of structure, though it's unclear what exactly they are, nor are they very prevalent inside of the level itself. I am surprised, to be honest, that there are no Dark Knights inside of any of the Castle Blackburn mini-campaigns. Although Skeleton Knights, Fallen Knights, and Spectral Knights might be more advanced versions of these warriors, I guess it makes some sense, as most of the entities we face in those levels are already dead or reanimated corpses of those who were once living. I like to think that Dark Knights served as part of Vesnan's personal army, albeit the living portion. I think it's interesting to note how the Dark Knights were corrupted by evil, as Lord Blackburn's lands were corrupted by evil because he was so passionate about fighting evil. I feel like King Dennis and Lord Blackburn might actually be quite similar in this regard, but I'll go into more detail about that in another episode. As far as dealing with Dark Knights is concerned, I actually believe artillery is your best bet for dealing with them. The reason I say this over mages is because Dark Knights always come out in relatively decent sized groups, but they don't move very quickly. While creating a choke point might be challenging, it's well worth it if you can pull it off. Tesla absolutely wrecks them, while Big Bertha is even more ludicrously effective, given that its main attack has no limit on the number of enemies it can hit, provided they're all grouped up to begin with. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the origins of the Dark Knights? Let me know in the comments section below. This is Pollux the Wise, and I'll see you all in the next YouTube video.